Just kidding about Canada. I have been to Canada. It's got the most beautiful roads. There's hardly anybody up there. They have great restaurants. If you've ever been to Vancouver or British Columbia, and they even take Canadian money. I mean, America does not take Canadian money, but they do. I mean, I went up there in a McDonald's one time, and they gave me back Canadian change, and I was like, I don't want this shit, Jesus. Because, well, in America we can't use it. But then I forgot, I'm in Canada, and they have a lot of neat things because Canada is kind of like a, I guess it's a British colony, or was a British colony. Things like that. Now, I'm along with the steering and things like that. I'm not going to go into that because you really don't have a problem. Steering, you may change bearings on that, but it's just something that you're not really going to run across as far as it goes. With the throttle, I'm going to go through the throttle and throttle adjustments, and right here is a rear wheel and brake suspension. I'm going to go through that, shock absorbers, and how to take the rear wheel off the easy way, how to adjust the brakes, what to look for, and oil leaks and things like that. We're going to put the body all back together, and of course you've got your specifications here for tread depth and all these things. A lot of the NASA specifications you're not really going to run into that much. Not really. On the rear brakes, I'm going to show you how to adjust them, how to make in the easy way. I did used to work at honest to God, a brake shop in the early 80s. I learned a lot about doing brakes on everything from mobile homes to Corvettes to just about everything. And the only thing I learned very well is never buy a 1984 Cadillac with rear disc brakes, because you'll need to be a NASA engineer to know how to work on them. I've got new brake pads for the front and the rear, and we'll go in and we'll go through every one of the components: the spring, the cables, the adjusting nuts, the brake arm bolts, the indicator plates, and everything, including up to the felt seal. And what I will do is I will go through everything little by little and explain it like I would be explaining it to a student or a friend or my son, and I'll try to make it as easy as possible. And then all my friends out there in the YouTube world can watch it for free, and I hope it helps. My one weakness in motorcycles is electronics. As far as I know how the electrics work, but I can't read these diagrams that well, except for I know the colors. When they start going into relays, main relays, starter relays, and they start doing knockdown voltmeter, stuff like that, then I'm going to have to see, like here, you've got a battery and an alternator, and you've got like 12 volts, 13.2, and then it's got a bunch of other metric, I don't know, it looks metric to me, and I have no idea what it means. And metric to an American is just like Greek. When we say, if we don't understand something at all, we'll say, dude, it's all Greek to me. And what we're talking about is not the Greek language or the Greek people, the great people. What we're talking about is the Greek lettering for their language. It's just completely, that's what we say when we don't understand anything at all. It's all Greek to me. I don't understand shit. Jesus. Kind of sounded like that. Then we'll go through the battery testing, and I will use things from the book, like this engine module. Things like that are not, they're not used in regular mopeds. It's kind of high tech, along with their dealy with what do they call that? It's where you take your exhaust and re-burn it. And the ignition system, I wish I knew more about this. Maybe, you know, I'll just have to learn about that. And you've got, you know, throttle position sensor. I don't know what in the hell that is. Input voltage inspection. And you've got some stuff like this with on the carbs. There's a whole bunch of choke stuff, sensors all over this bike.